Welcome to the Law SC, the street corridors. That is the members of the fourth estate. Welcome to our discussion today, and we're going to be very quick because as you see, things are getting tougher, the country is turning, very many things are happening. The opposition is doing their thing, the government is also doing their thing. But on this particular episode, we're going to focus on the impact of the Mandamano. Is it for the good of Kenyans, or it's not for the good of Kenyans? Is it for the benefits of individual, both in government or out of government? And we'll be very fast on this one. Now, what happens? What do we stand as a Kenyan? What do we stand to achieve when we go to the streets? The Constitution gives us mandate and the powers to demonstrate, to assess, and to be able to do things on our own as Kenyans. But the main question that we're asking ourselves, is it for the good of Kenyans? Is it helping Mama Mboga, common mwananchi who is in Lokichogio, the other mwananchi who is in Busia, the other one who is in almost Migori Sirare, the one in Lamu? Is it really helping them in terms of ensuring the cost of living comes down? These are the issues. Raila Odinga knows what he's doing. He knows the impact of this mass action. He is aware that this mass action cannot bring the cost of Ngadamu. He is aware that this cost of mass action cannot result into electoral reformation. He knows the right process to follow. But why did he decide to go for the mass action? Why did he decide to go for the demonstrations? Because these are some of the impact of the demonstration. When people demonstrate, there'll be no business. So if there'll be no business, it means people will not be able to raise and uplift the economy. When there is no demonstration, this demonstration, the government is not able to function well. So it means even the government systems cannot function well, not even for the Azimio supporters, not even for the Kenya Kwanza supporters. So is it for the benefit of Kenyans or not? On this one, we are going to default to Baba. Baba have done 2 demonstrations. We can say the first one was successful. It was successful. Why? Because he was able to challenge the police and keep the police busy, and they were really manning town, and it ended up in Kamkunji and Mathare. That's how it ended. There was nothing substantial when it comes to that one, apart from destruction of property. Number 2, the second demonstration that happened this Monday, the week that we are in today. It was successful partly because Baba managed to handle and to manage the police again. People expected him to come to town. People expected him to be at Serena where he was. People expected him to go to Mathare. And I'm just wondering how the police are operating, because the police is believing as if Baba can do the same mistake twice. I don't think if there's no leaders can repeat the same zone that they have done. And that's one again, the police lost it, and they ended up in Kibera that they have blocked. What is the impact? This Tuesday we have seen mass destruction of property. Both churches, church was burned, PCA church was burned in Kibera. There was a mosque that was burned, and that is against the will for democracy. That is against what we expect to come off these particular demonstrations, because the demonstration that we expect as a country, we expect a peaceful demonstration, a demonstration that leads to elevation of life, but not a demonstration that leads to destruction. And this is the point where Baba is losing it. Baba should be able to tell us how he's going to contain, how he's going to compensate people who have lost their property in these demonstrations. Baba should be able to tell us how safe is the demonstration and the demonstrators are. If he's not able to tell us that, it means these demonstrations will lead to deterioration of the economy more than what he intended to. These demonstrations were intended to impact, to create or to improve lifestyle of Kenyans when the government will see people in the streets. And it is true, all Kenyans are suffering, starting from all those parts of the country. The economy does not know whether you are a Kenya Kwanza or Azimio. So it means this is a very serious issue that Baba is joking. It means Baba is joking with the lives of Kenyans at this particular point. And at this time, I don't think if this is the right decision. Maybe Baba should rethink or restructure on how to do demonstrations. As much as it is actually in the Constitution, as much as it is being done, Baba should restructure and think of the impact of these demonstrations to our economy, because he's a Democrat and he's fighting to ensure that we have a very better economy. And this is not the best way to do things. And today is Thursday, and you see demonstration is going on. We've seen Baba going to areas or such that has been mentioned. And we can fault Baba on this. We can fault Baba on this because this time round, this particular administration has moved. This is not what is expected. We expected a very serious mass action where the government will top the line, and when the president will be coming back like he came back today, he will be able to see how the people are suffering, and we expected to see people in the streets from all political divide, from all tribes complaining of the cost of life. But it seems people have felt the impact otherwise. People have felt the impact in their pockets. That's why people are not going to the street to demonstrate. They cannot demonstrate when they're angry, and they cannot even demonstrate with the cost of living if they are going back and eat nothing. When the people who initiate these demonstrations like Baba go back home and have their time with their families, they enjoy, have good time. So I think at this one on Thursday, Baba missed it, Baba lost it. And maybe we can say that maybe he had gone, maybe he had looked for other ways of doing demonstrations. Maybe you say that we'll be having demonstrations once a week, or maybe say that we'll be having 2 major demonstrations twice a month or something that has impact, something that when it's being done, it has an economical impact whereby the police and the government has no choice but to comply. But now what we have seen as of today, if we continue this way, in the way that's me saying that they're going to have these demonstrations next week, I think it will not help him in one way. Actually, it will pain him on the other way, because even the goons, and you see now the government officials, other government officials that you see, we are being told that there's a split in the government. There are people are trying to disagree with what's happening with the property of a common and you see, we don't want to mention what happened. You people know what happened. So I think Baba should change the strategy. The strategy that he's having right now, I don't think it's working for him. Neither is it working for Kenyans. So if he doesn't change this strategy, it means this is mission impossible. We cannot proceed the way we are, not unless we change the strategy on how they do things. So Baba should sit down and rethink on how to do things and what he wants to achieve. And you see, remember up initially you said that what do Baba stand to achieve? Are people going to status? If it is status, how? Or the Baba wants to give this government a check. And you see the issues have been now moving. They move from electoral, the high cost of living of which everyone is suffering. We need to see a very organized demonstration. And you see there's something that some demonstrations that happened in Egypt, and it was very organized. People work in the morning, they must demonstrate in the afternoon. Is Baba capable of organizing such a demonstration? Is Baba capable of organizing a demonstration that like what's happening in South Africa? The answer is no. So Baba, if he really wants to make things work, he should sit down and plan on how to have a safe, property secured, life secured, the economy secured demonstration that people will participate across the board, regardless of the situation, regardless of time, regardless of everything. But what we are having now is not specifically a demonstration, it's mass destruction of property that at a high rate affects common mwananchi that Baba tried to protect, because now you see common mwananchi is losing, they are not opening jobs, despite the police participating, they are not opening jobs. The police is scaring people away. People are fear to lose their property, so people will end up now staying away from home. And if it's like we are operating COVID days, whereby the COVID have to keep itself from work. So I think Baba should strategize, replan, put in place proper ways on how he can communicate his issues to people. And we all know that what is happening right now, it is not for the interest of Kenyans, it's for the interest of Baba. And Baba knows what he wants to achieve. And you see, this happened even in 2017 when he was called on the table and they discussed, and he forgot about Kenyans who lost their lives during from 2013 to 2017 in the name of demonstration to get electoral reforms. So we need to have a structure as a country that ensure that everything that we do is done well. And it's also good to fault other government officials for trying to restrict this demonstration, because what they're doing, like you see, the Window was proposing some laws to ensure that they amend the demonstration law. And see what you do today when you're in government will affect tomorrow when you're in the government. So the rights to demonstration should not be taken away. These are articles of the Constitution that are so key. They are pillars of the Constitution, that they're backbone. You cannot just go and amend them just like that. Some of them did referring them to ensure that it's being worked on. So I think Baba should reply on how to do demonstrations. And like today, we've not seen anything major in Nairobi. We've only seen outside the counties like Kisumu, like Migori, like Kitale. We want to see a unified demonstration. If it is true, it affects Kenya. And Kenyans should come out very strong and carry out these demonstrations if they really feel that they are really suffering as a country. They should do it regardless of tribe, of religion, of class, and very programmed and organized way whereby they work in the morning, they demonstrate in the evening, or they demonstrate in the morning, they work in the, because at the end of the day, we need this economy developed, we need this economy to grow. So I think Baba should work on his strategy. Baba should not use people as a shield to democracy. He should not use people to shed blood. He should not use people to fuel his agendas. And you've seen videos Baba saying, don't leave people upset one wananchi. It means at some point there's a lot of cowardness in between. Baba shown some sort of cowardness in his demonstration, because he really don't leave people so much wananchi. Why is he not leaving wananchi? Because he knows that this one, without this wananchi, it's very, very impossible for him to participate. And you see, he's saying this while he's in his car. So it's very dangerous for the common wananchi who has given his life on the streets. So for us to have proper demonstrations, we need Baba to see Baba demonstrating in the streets without cars, without security. We want him to demonstrate as a common Kenyan. Let anything that happens, because Baba has initially indicated that he's ready to die. So we want to see him walk in the days of James Orongo, the days of Chengeneko. We want to see Baba demonstrate in the streets, walking with no security, with no armored cars. We need him to participate in this demonstration so that he's in the forefront. We don't need Baba who is hibernating in cars. This is not the Baba that we know. Baba that hibernates in cars. When things get tougher, when there's Baba hibernating cars, he leaves his followers on the streets. That's not the Baba that we want. So I think we need Baba to do things right. We need Baba to do things constitutionally. Though demonstrations and picketing and the rights to assemble is provided in the constitution. But again, we need to do it better. If Baba is really sure for this, he needs to step down, move from his car, calm down, walk with people, eat tear gas, face these bullets as other Kenyans are facing. We don't have a situation whereby we're having security agents surrounding Baba when Baba is demonstrating with us. There is no way that people will behave like a human shield to Baba. When Baba is in a armored car, that's not what we're doing. That's why we're saying things are bad. And if Baba does not change on how to do things, he will lose it. He will lose it, and he will lose it for good. And this is for him to plan well. And I think, just to say, and this is the last one, Baba should have an organized demonstration whereby people are able to develop the economy at the same time demonstrate. Let people work in the morning, let's demonstrate in the evening, or let's demonstrate twice a week, or once a week, or even twice a month. Something that has impact, something that people can look up to. But what we are seeing now is mass destruction of property, loss of life, and deterioration of economy. And this is very sad, something that we can't take for granted. So my people from the fourth estate, thank you for tuning in, thank you for listening. This is the place that we listen for issues. We wish you all the best as you carry on with it. Take care and be safe. Handle your issues well, protect yourself. If you want to participate in the demonstration, participate, but don't steal any other people's property. Thank you guys, we wish you all.